get up. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even see y'all sitting there. How long was y'all there? Now, what's up, YouTube? On my way up out of here. Hey, quick. Y'all want to know how to pass your CDL test? If you're trying to get your CDL and you're new to trucking and you're curious on how to do it and nervous at the same time, quick, easy steps how to get your CDL. I'm gonna tell you. All you gotta do, and I would do this before I even get to a school or get to a company that has a school. I would have my CDL already ready, prepped, primed, and ready. What you do is you get on your phone and get CDL prep. It's gonna be a blue like icon with like a steering wheel like this. Get that. Don't get nothing else. When I say nothing else, nothing else. Don't be talking about, well, I can. Don't do nothing else. I went to go get my permit the second day of class. Everybody else talking about, we're not ready to take our stuff. I was like, see ya, I'm out. I'm taking mine. I took mine on that Monday, and I got my permit, and I was able to get out there on the range and do my thing while they all was in class talking about, hey man, we should have listened. We should have listened to Box. Yeah, you should have listened. So, my partner in the class, he was in like 2 classes before me or 3 classes before me, and I was just about to go home, and we started having this conversation, and he was like, hey man, like we started comparing apps because I had the red app and he had the blue app, and we was just comparing. He was like, man, I'm telling you, he's like, get this one right here. He was like, this one right here. Well, he said, if it wasn't for this, I wouldn't have passed. I said, that's say less. Say less. That's all I needed to know. I got that app. I studied it all day, all night for 2 days. And I messed around, went to the DMV or the MVD, wherever you live at, and I got my permit. Came to class while everybody else was trying to do, still stuck on combinations and air brakes. I was like, got my permit. That fool was like, serious? I was like, yeah. He was like, there's no reason here. Go out there on the range. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. One thing I had this mentality. I don't care who's in this class. I need to get up out of here. This is not like buddy. We're not chilling up in here. This is not, bring your lunch pail and, no. I'm coming in here to learn, get what I needed to get, and I'm out. So, and I also got my triples and doubles, tankers, and my hazmat on that app. Triples and doubles is easy. It's verbatim. When I say verbatim, it is exactly what it says. When you go to take your test, you're gonna be like this, boop, boop. You're gonna be laughing like, oh God. You're gonna be in it for like 5 minutes. Tankers, easy too. I was in there, boop, boop, smiling. Guys, look at your guy. Done. 5 minutes later, I came in and I studied that app like religiously. If you want this, you're going to do it. If you don't want it, you're going to be stuck in class. Hazmat on that app is just a little different. There was about 8 questions in there that wasn't on the actual app. So there was 8 questions in the actual DMV test that wasn't on the app. So you'll probably have to do some skimming over of the book, just to skim over. I didn't read none of that book. But you got to skim over some of that hazmat, because after like my first 8 questions, I was like this. I'm looking at the screen. I'm like, ooh, skip. Ooh, skip. I started getting scared. I was like, oh no, I'm about to fail. I was like, ooh, skip. God dang it. So I started sweating. I was like, skip. God. And then once I got to like 7 or 8, I was like, boop, boop, boop. going real quick, right? But it brings you back. If you skip questions, it's gonna bring you back to what what you skipped. So and then I started kind of like just reading the questions really carefully, and then I was like, okay, boom, boom, boom. But 8 questions are not on that, are not in the app. So with Hazmat, if you plan on getting your Hazmat, then go ahead and kind of skim over the book a little bit, or there's other apps you can use too that might compare and have other questions and answers on there that CDL Prep doesn't. But for the most part, on everything, not even saying for the most part, 98 or 99% of every question that's on the DMV test is exactly on CDL Prep. Use nothing else. Nothing else. And when you in school, don't be playing around. Don't be that person where everybody looking at you talking about all this fool do is play. And listen to the instructors, man. Everybody's gonna have their own way of doing something, but if you can listen to one instructor, take one instructor's advice, if he's telling you the right thing and you're comfortable with that, go with that. Don't listen to all these other instructors. I had a class or a school where, the instructors kind of was quitting, and it was hard for us to get up out of there because the instructors would quit. And then you'd have this one instructor with freaking 25 people there, 15, 16 people there that couldn't, for me, I didn't drive till week 6. All right, I had 8 weeks because I went on the weekends. So you got to watch out with that. But really, really understand what your instructors are saying. If you have a good instructor, really hold on to that, because you're just learning the basics up in school, but you're not and you're not doing like big stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you're just learning the basics. So take it serious. Get on CDL Prep. I would get on CDL Prep not right before, but yeah, right before you go to school. I'll get that permit. It only costs $25. Go take your test and go get it. Everybody talk about, oh, you shouldn't get Hazmat, you shouldn't get it. Don't really get it. Get it. Forget what everybody else is saying, because in the end, you're gonna be able to pull whatever you want to pull, and they're gonna be stuck talking about, well, does it pay a little more? You can be like, I'm about $3 extra. God dang it, I should have got it, right? Or they might be like, well, that's only $3 extra. I ain't really tripping. Yeah, well, my check is $1,900 and yours is $11. We gonna be like, you gonna be, dang man, I knew I should have. But yeah, do that. Get on your phone if you have an Android or iPhone. Android, it looks a little different than an iPhone. It's probably it's not a blue. It's not blue. It's like a little different icon. But CDL Prep, it'll have the steering wheel up there. Use that. I don't care if you're trying to go for a school bus. Passengers, it got combination air brakes, which is, you have to do for your permit. But triples and doubles, tankers, Hazmat, and passenger. So use that. That saved my life, seriously, because I was like, if I gotta read this book, I don't know when I'm gonna get my permit. All that stuff, that was retarded, man. I hated that. But like our teacher had us underline. He was like, underline from when to then. We was like, all right, now you're gonna underline from green to yellow. All right, we underline it, But I got nothing out of it. It's when I talked to one of the students, and he was like, man, get this app right here. We compared apps, and I was like, bump it. So I used that app, and everything, I tested out of everything one time. I never had to go back to the MVD to test, what I'm saying, because I took it so serious, man. I was always doing on that app and using that app until I got 100%. And I had to get 100% like 5 times for me to be like, all right, I'm going to go take my test, And especially on the general knowledge, it gives you like 240 questions. So it overboards you, because on the regular test it's 50 questions. So it throws overboard. It gives you more and more and more questions, 240 of them. So what I'm saying, there ain't no room to fail. If you study in that app ain't no room to fail. So go ahead and do that. And man, I just hope everybody the best. You can get with a company that you want to get with, and you can have a successful career. I'm new at this. I'm just starting my career out. So, but I'm happy at the same time. I'm like, wow, like I did that, you know. So it's your boy Truck It with Box, or it's your boy Box for Truck It with Box. Tune in. I'm gonna be doing more of these videos. Like I said, you'll see my journey up there to Spokane, Washington, when I'm with Systems Transport. But you guys have a good one. Your boy is out.